Hi, my name is Lev Perrey. I'm the Director of Product Management with Universal Audio. We're here at Winter NAMM 2014 introducing the new Apollo Twin. Now, Apollo Twin gives you the legendary sound of analog on your desktop. And what that means is it's got the best sounding conversion and great sound quality in its class. Again, all in the desktop form factor. You know, we achieve this amazing sound quality by taking the exact same electronics that are in the Apollo rack mount devices and putting them into this desktop form factor. So people have been asking, is it the same preamps, the same A to Ds? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. So again, really great to have that kind of sound quality in a desktop unit. You know, the top panel is, got all the controls and really simple to use. So you've got the preamp side, where you can actually go and hit this button and you see it's flipping between channel 1 and channel 2. And you get different gain for channel 1 and channel 2, or you can even stereo link the channels. So if you just hit the link button, you can see now they're both lit up, and that's the input gain. So stereo miking situation, maybe a keyboard that you plug in line on the back, very simple. But it's just as easy to flip over to the monitor side. So one button gets you between input and output, which is really key. You're not cycling through a bunch of inputs and outputs. So again, one button, and now you're just going between monitor and headphone. And again, individual gains for those. It's really worth noting that our monitor output is really the best sounding monitor output in a desktop interface because we've got digitally controlled analog monitor outputs. And so what that means is when you turn this gain down, it's not doing anything digitally. It's actually doing it in the analog domain. It's just controlling it digitally. So digitally controlled analog is a theme throughout Apollo because the mic preamps work the same way, and so do the outputs. So again, on the back, we've got the mic line inputs, we've got the monitor outputs. There's also an additional line 3-4 out, so you can hook it up to external equipment. And then there's also an ADAT, so you can actually expand the unit up to 8 channels using ADAT light pipe. The unit connects via Thunderbolt and connects to any Thunderbolt 1 or 2 Macintosh. And again, just an amazing sounding product, and again, works with any modern Mac. Now, the product, that's sort of the face of it. What's not obvious from looking at it is that there's actually DSP inside the box. So it has real-time UAD processing, which means that it runs all of our plugins with sub 2 millisecond latency. And so if we look at the screen here, we can see what that looks like. So for example, this is our console application, and the console application actually represents the inputs of Apollo Twin and the Apollo series. And so you can absolutely go through and get your live input going, but all of this is happening in the box. You don't actually go to the host computer. This is just a control mechanism for it. And so you get the ability to make a headphone mix. You get the ability to send to an aux for reverb. And of course, most importantly, you get the ability to add our amazing plugins. So if you wanted to track through a classic 550A, you could do that. If you're a guitarist and you wanted to track through an amplifier, Apollo Twin actually ships with a guitar amp. This is the soft tube amp room half stack, and you get to move the mic around, you get to adjust the preamp parameters, and it's a great sounding thing. And of course, all these plugins ship with presets for those of you who are just getting started. But the new thing that's debuting here on Apollo Twin is something we call Unison mic preamp technology. This little slot is brand new. Again, this will be coming to Apollo very soon. And right now we've got our first Unison-enabled mic preamp. Unison mic preamp technology allows us to faithfully emulate classic mic preamps, just as like you were plugging them into the box. So you actually get the ability to plug the microphone in, and actually from the hardware, I am controlling this plugin, and it's not just a plugin, it's actually doing this in the analog domain. Because we have digitally controlled analog mic preamps, we're able to actually control it either from the software or from the hardware, and it actually interacts with the microphone just like the original hardware preamp would. On top of that, we've also got impedance switching in the box. So the impedance is actually matched as well. So this is a 610. It's got 500 ohms and 2K ohms. When you actually switch that, it's actually interacting with the microphone at those impedance settings. So you really do get the classic interaction of hardware. But once it's into the hardware, then it's the model. Then we're using our know-how in DSP modeling to model tubes, transformers, op amps, inductors, whatever is, makes that thing special. You're going to get that full model of the preamp. So that's Unison. And again, this plugin ships free with Apollo Twin. Now, Apollo Twin is actually available in 2 models. One is called the Apollo Twin Solo with 1 DSP. That's $699 US street price. And then there's one with 2 DSPs. We call it the Apollo Twin Duo, and that's $899. Both come with 14 plugins that you can use for tracking, and you can also use these plugins inside your DAW. So if you've got Pro Tools, Logic, Live, whatever you've got, we support all the major plugin formats, and those plugins run off the box inside your DAW. So it actually offloads your processing, and again, you get to use them live with no latency on our console. So that's Apollo Twin. It's shipping now, so again, you can actually order this today. And definitely more information is available on our website. Check us out at uaudio.com. Thank you very much.